Police were questioning a young man named Hiroshi Miyano about a separate case from Junko.
And it begins.
Put the Jaeger black ice in my ass.
What the heck?
I did not expect that.
About a woman who had been raped, bitten, and robbed.
Oh, so we're doing the TikTok lingo?
Yeah, I just don't say that word, you know.
Oh, you did say grapes. I thought you did.
Okay.
I mean, you can say it if you want, like if that's your thing. If you
Okay, well, let's not say it that
If you
way.
like
That's not what
that
I.
word so
No,
much.
it's not that. I'm just asking. Okay. I'm not even gonna try to joke back on this one because this is too
Serious topic.
sensitive.
leave the joking to me.
Okay, you're right. I will not say another joke the rest of the podcast.
I won't either. Yeah.
Everything was
Yeah,
going
right.
smoothly until one question from an officer stating,
Oh, you know it's wrong to kill someone, alright?
this broke Miyano down into confessing to the gruesome murder of Junko Furuta.
That line,
Wow.
Yeah.
you know it's wrong to kill someone, right? And he was like, "You're right." I'm so sorry.
Evidently, he was feeling guilty already, huh?
Spilling out info on her body's location at a cement plant. They followed his directions and found a barrel filled with concrete, with hair sticking out of the top.
Oh, wow.
Lazy job.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that was.
As they got closer, they began to smell a foul odor. They borrowed a crane to lift the barrel up and over to the station, and when they cracked open it, they found Junko's body with a blanket wrapped around her. The autopsy found she had been dead for around 3 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Purple gay.
You know, maybe. Alright.
What?
I don't even know what that was.
Maybe I think this might have been Purple Guy's doing. Organs in her brain had been injured. She had been starved, and she only weighed 77 pounds. She was also pregnant.
That's so sad.
I don't want to undercut how sad this sounds. Are there organs in our brain?
No, organs and her brain.
Oh, and her. I read that
Oh.
wrong. Sorry.
Or
Go
it's
on.
in her brain would be weird, yeah.
Yeah, I was very confused.
Yano had ties to the Yakuza through a subsect called the Skeguchi family. He would stay at Joe Uguro's house with his 2 other brothers. Miyano would quickly become a leader among all those who stayed there. The groups began committing petty crimes, but quickly turned to assaulting women. Their first attempt was a failure, but the second time they successfully diddled a schoolgirl in a hotel room, and then raped a third woman.
Way to go, guys. Let's shoot for 40.
Dang.
Which
Wild.
started a court case that ultimately ended up being dropped because the boys claimed it was consensual.
So they were like, the boys were like, oh, the boys said it was consensual, so.
But it wasn't,
Yeah.
is she a schoolgirl underage? Or did it matter there? Not matter there or what?
Well, they're underage too, though, to be fair.
Oh, well, that's weird though.
Which empowered Miyano to aim for his next target, Junko Furuta. He began asking around and then saw her with his own eyes. On November 25th, 1988, Hirosho and Minato were looking for a victim when they saw Junko riding her bike coming back from her part-time job. Minato kicked her off her bike and fled. I'm telling you, this stuff is about to get rotten. Robbie rotten. Hiroshi approached her, pretending to be a concerned bystander, and asked if he could walk her home. She obliged. However, he led her into an abandoned warehouse instead of home. That's usually what I do with my girls, but that's when he declared he was Yakuza, and if she didn't do as he said, he'd kill her and her family. He took her by a taxi to a love hotel and diddled her.
You actually wrote that.
He did.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to be creative.
Yeah, no,
I like that. Diddled.
He called Joe Oguro to brag, and Oguro responded by refusing to let her leave, since he wanted a slice of that cake too.
Wow, you actually
Oh my
wrote that
goodness.
too.
All right then.
I mean, he didn't want a slice of that cake, though. I mean, how else?
No, I mean, yeah, I literally could not think of a single other way you could say that. So, yeah.
The next day, Hiroshi gathered the gang in a park, where they started discussing where they would keep her. They landed on the second floor of the Minato house. Her parents would soon report her missing, and Hiroshi forced her to make 3 phone calls to them, affirming she was okay and staying with friends. Her parents believed her, and the search ceased. That was the beginning of the nightmare. Hiroshi brought in others amongst the gang, and they gang raped her.
Oh, that's terrible.
This is awful.
I know, right?
This is like the worst story we've ever
Does this
covered.
like have a happy ending, I hope?
It
Well,
has,
we already
like-
know the
It has
ending.
like a really good ending. Like this is like you're actually gonna have a smile on your face. And like,
I don't so far.
Like this is actually
Right now, I have a frown on my face.
You're gonna kind of see how amazing the justice system is and everything.
Okay.
Let's see it.
So definitely not America.
But-
She shaved her pubic hair and set her on fire with matches.
What?
Almost everyone mocked. Word spread, and hundreds of gang members began to do things with the girl, some coming only to watch. Hundreds of gang members.
That's crazy.
It is stated that Junko was assaulted by more than a dozen people a day, some even girls.
That poor girl.
They called her slurs, made her parade around naked, doodled on her, took pictures, making her stay on the balcony with little clothing in the freezing cold. They shoved mysterious items up her.
Put the Jaeger black ice in my ass.
You know,
No.
I don't think we should have used the sound effect there. A bamboo stick, a metal rod, a golf club, a glass bottle.
Really?
I don't even want to make a joke.
I don't even want to read any more of this.
what I'm
Shut
saying,
it
man.
down, man.
True crime, it gets pretty freaking insane.
Yeah.
Made
I
her
hope
drink
so.
alcohol and spoiled milk, smoking multiple cigarettes at once, inhale paint thinner. One of the people invited to the home would end up reporting the crime to the police. So they came over to the Minato home and asked the parents if they had a kidnapped girl inside. The parents responded no, and the police believed them and went about their day.
Wow.
Do you have a kidnapped young girl in your home? No, officer.
No, I don't.
So did they not?
I don't even know what kidnapping means. Okay. And then they believed him.
I don't know how you can just say no, like, get a search warrant at that point.
Yeah. Just so far, justice system not doing great.
Junko found a phone one day, dialed up the police, but before they answered, she was caught. For this action, she was punished. They grabbed her. Hiroshi punched her in the face, get her, and burnt her ankle so she couldn't leave the room anymore. Alright, sorry.
You don't have any sound effects for this part?
Purple guy! Junko wet herself one day as a result of the damage they had inflicted on her. Hiroshi stepped into it and lost it, beating her, and pouring lighter fluid on her thighs and hands, setting her on fire. She screamed, but all they did was laugh. I don't know what's funny about that particularly. I don't think somebody screaming would be like a stand-up comedy routine. I don't know why.
People are sick.
You have to be legitimately insane. For
Yeah,
this.
you would.
You would, and there's hundreds
like
of
the
people who are
Joker
doing
or
this.
something.
That's
yeah.
insane.
After
Who did
this,
that?
Junko stopped pleading for help and began begging to be killed. Alright. No more jokes, people, alright? This isn't funny anymore.
It's not. It never was.
Yeah.
This isn't funny anymore. When she was getting object put up her and stuff, that was a little funny. That was when we had time to make jokes. But this time, we can't make no more jokes anymore.
Okay.
I hope none of us run for any office.
After this, Junko stopped pleading for help and began begging to be killed. Oh yeah, I already read that. Which they mocked her for. By the end of December, she was barely alive. They gave her small portions of food once a day, then just a cup of milk.
My gosh.
Then they found a new method of torture, placing her head on the concrete floor and perpetually jumping on it until she blacked out.
What is wrong with these people?
So she's like, they're like giving her the Mario treatment like a Goomba. But by the beginning of the next month, she could no longer walk. Her face was swollen beyond recognition. Her wounds began to rot, giving a foul odor. So she's not even dead. She just stinks now because they're hurting her so badly.
It's because they were probably infected, gangrene and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. When Hiroshi lost a game of Mahjong... okay, I'm sorry. This guy he just crash outs over anything.
Yeah.
Losing a game of Mahjong...
Well,
and
he's
torturing somebody?
looking for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Mahjong... How do you lose a game of Mahjong? You literally just match the tiles to the other tiles. That's like losing a game of Go Fish or something. Or losing a game of Solitaire.
Yeah, but if you do it in the wrong order, you might not be able to get a tile. And then you can't move on and you lose. It's like solitaire.
When Hiroshi lost a game of Mahjong, he became enraged and began lighting short candles on Junko's eyelids, letting the hot wax drip into her face. This was when they stopped giving her water and told her to drink her own pee if she was thirsty.
My
Which is
gosh.
another level of cold. That's like, no need to be that harsh. They wrapped her fist in bags to avoid bloodstains. She began convulsing from her bodily trauma.
Oh my gosh.
Repeatedly dropped a dumbbell on her stomach.
Ah.
Ripped her chest with pliers, cracking up. Yeah, like they're laughing about it. Then, for the last time, Hiroshi set her aflame. Junkin attempted to crawl away, but her body gave out. They continued to beat her for 2 more hours after she died, believing she was debating them. Afraid of getting caught, they wrapped her corpse in a futon, shoved it in a travel bag, and stuffed it in an oil drum. Then they poured wet concrete over it. They drove to an abandoned construction site and left the drum there. The boys lived their lives like normal for months until Hiroshi and Joe were arrested for kidnapping and raping another girl. Hiroshi made a vital mistake. He believed Joe had already confessed about Junko, so he had a Freudian slip mentioning a body in a drum. They pressed him further until they found the body in the drum, seeing a starved pregnant lady with a bottle still inside her. Okay. Her brain had shrunk to nearly half its size. The police came in and arrested half the core group: Joe Agura, Yasushi Watanabe, Nobuhiro Minato, Hiroshi Miyano, Koichi Ihara, Tetsuo Nakamoto, and Nobuhiro's older brother, Koji Minato. They attempted to find the hundreds of others who abused Junko, but none could be found. The funeral was attended by fellow schoolmates, and her employer gave her parents the uniform she was supposed to wear at her new job, which they placed inside her casket at graduation. Her parents received her diploma. Which, just to say the least, when I was reading that, I was like, that kind of sucks, because your employer, even after you're dead, is still wanting you to work. They're still putting your...
I think Japan has like a whole culture around all that stuff. Like, working is super important and all that stuff.
Wow,
Yeah.
that could not be us. But when the case went to court, the names of the boys were protected under juvenile law. But seeing how horrifically they had treated Junko, journalists took a stand doxing them in newsstands.
Good.
When the acts were described in the courtroom, jurors vomited. Wow. Judges fainted. The boys were all convicted of bodily injury resulting in death. They had to spend a few years in juvenile reform institutions. In Japan, minors are afforded the opportunity to rehabilitate.
You're kidding me.
The public sent notes and calls to the police demanding harsher punishment. Japan rarely applied the death penalty to a single victim case. Lawyers said the intent to kill wasn't clear. The perpetrators begged for even lighter sentences, but 3 of them were instead re-sentenced for longer. Hiroshi was originally sentenced to 17 years, but now he will serve 20.
Should serve the rest of his life.
Yeah, he
And
should
be
have.
tortured every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's out, looks like.
After his release in 2009, Hiroshi changed his name to Yokoma and began bragging about his ties to the Yakuza. He began participating in pyramid schemes. In 2013, he was arrested again for bank fraud and phone scams, but wasn't charged. Despite allowing the crime to happen in their home, Minato's parents and brother weren't charged with anything. He was charged with 5 to 9 years. Joe Ogura was sentenced to 5 to 10 years. Being released in 1999, he showed no remorse. His mother blamed Junko for her son's imprisonment, vandalizing her grave, which is insane. In 2004, he kidnapped a man he suspected of seeing his girlfriend stuffing him in his trunk and beating him for 4 hours. For this, he was charged 4 more years in 2009. He died by choking on his own vomit in the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
That was the last bit of...
I hope it lasted 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
I know, me too.
But, obviously, I was debating you guys. No, there was no good ending to that at all. You know? They didn't
I can't believe his
full
mother...
punishment.
His mother vandalized Junko's grave?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One of the parents, yeah, she vandalized her grave because she ruined his life and the mother.
Yeah, blaming him for the son's imprisonment. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's... I mean, get some perspective.
It seemed like they kind of turned around, though, a little bit, though. Like, this guy, all he does now is bank fraud and phone scams, and the other guy just kidnaps his ex's boyfriends and put them in the back of his trunk and stuff.
Yeah, not...
And then the other guy, he's dead, so it's not like he's doing anything bad now.
I mean, relatively to how bad they were, not bad at all.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Low key, though. In the grand scale of things, though, not that much. I think those guys should have just been murked, and they could have been dropped bodies. I would have done it myself and put some, like some ink on there for every single body I drop, stuff like that.
Like Victor Zaz?
Yeah, like Victor Zaz, or like, I was thinking Killmonger,
I don't know that one.
Killmonger from Black Panther.
Oh, that's right, that's
He puts
right.
a little wart on himself for every kill he gets.
Yeah.
He, gives himself a hickey.
Is that what those are?
I don't know.
Oh.
It looks like he gives himself, a hickey every single time.
Yeah.
Like, he just sucks. And after that, it just pops up.
That was a great view of that.
Alright. Melbourne was considered a safe place with little crime to raise your kids in. In Melbourne, Australia, on 22nd of August, 1987, that will be proven wrong. At 4 a.m., a man masked in a black balaclava would break into a family's home, removing a stained glass window from the downstairs. He tiptoed upstairs, armed with a knife and gun. He woke the parents and told them he wasn't there to hurt anyone.
Oh, I'm not here to hurt anyone. Like that.
Yeah, probably. Just to steal some items and money.
I just want some items and money.
I like that.
He told them if they complied, no one would get hurt. So they rolled on their stomachs. He gagged them.
What do you want them to do? They had to roll on their stomachs.
No, that's not his type. But he gagged them and bound their arms and legs, dragging them into the closet, locking them inside. Which, honestly, I don't think that's very fair, because they've already made the agreement, like, okay, let's chill, whatever. So I would just be like, maybe lock them outside or something.
You guys stay out here, and I'll be done, and then I'll let you in when I'm done.
Yeah, and you'll see that this guy, he's not really good at, like, trapping people at all. Like, this one was, like, really good. Like, this was, like, the seed. Like, this is what future freaking serial, whatever he is, should take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was good. Like, you roll them on the belly like they're pigs, and you
tie them up, arms and legs, yeah.
And then you put them in the closet. Like, they're not getting out of that. Those guys were not getting out of that for a long time.
Yeah.
That's quite the quandary.
Yeah, they probably would die in there.
And if they knock out, like, if they try to shake it out, boom, it's going to fall into the closet. Unless he sent them to Narnia. That could be the case, too.
It's not a wardrobe, though. It's a closet.
That's just a British closet.
Oh, true.
But what he was there for wouldn't be money. It would be something far more sinister. Their 6-year-old son awoke and stumbled upon the commission. This is when Mr. Cruel gagged him, blindfolded him, and bound him to his very own bed. Not Mr. Cruel's bed, the 6-year-old's bed.
Yeah.
He didn't live here. He had been stalking this particular family and had come for their 11-year-old daughter. He forced himself upon her for 2 hours, and when he was finished, he cooked himself a meal in their kitchen. So I understand that. You get hungry.
Yeah.
The family would report the incident, but the man wouldn't leave a single trace of evidence for the police to find. The victim remembered him threatening another family over a phone call, but when the police verified the phone records, they found no call had been made during that time.
Was that the bite of 87?
What?
Because if you actually if you go back in Melbourne, Australia on 22nd August 1987, so
Oh.
So maybe that would have been the bite of 87. Was him,
Yeah.
molesting a kid brutally for 2 hours.
Right.
Maybe that was what Scott Cawthon originally envisioned, but
I hope not.
that's just what I was thinking there.
Yeah.
The family would report the incident, but the man wouldn't leave a single trace of evidence for the police to find. The victim remembered him threatening another family over a phone call, but when the police verified the phone records, they found no call had been made during that time.
Ah, crap.
Did Mr. Cruel get to you?
I just spilled my coffee on my finger.
Oh man, I spilled coffee on my pants, so I'm gonna have to take them off now.
Not everybody.
Mr. Cruel went silent for another year until December 27th, 1988. At 5 a.m., John Willis was sleeping. He felt something cold pressed up against his head.
Purple guy!
Oh my God.
You need to shop for some more sounds.
No, it's just the same sound like 50 times.
Oh, wonderful.
He felt something cold pressed up against his head. Sounds like to me that Mr. Cruel's getting kinky. When a voice told him not to be a hero, he bound John and his wife up, cut the home's phone lines, and made his way down to where John's children slept, where he found 5-year-old Annette and 8-year-old twins, Robert and Linda, as well as 10-year-old Sharon. He was there for Sharon, whom he had discovered after her family was in the papers after suffering a house fire. It only took the couple 15 minutes to break free, but by then it was too late. Mr. Cruel had taken Sharon. This is where he kind of improves his methods a little bit here. Like, you'll see, just as an observation, a pure observation, that this guy gets better at his crimes over time. And a little bit worse. He gets kind of sloppy, too. But instead of just keeping the kid at the home and just hoping that his freaking DIY papier-mâché traps work, he's just going to go ahead and take the kids, which is, obviously smarter. Mr. Cruel had taken Sharon. John scurried to call the cops, but his phone lines were cut. So he ran to the neighbor's house and banged on the door until the neighbor answered. The neighborhood would desperately search for Sharon with no luck.
Oh man.
He just unplugged my mic. He's like, nah, none more of this.
No, you just hold it all the way down here, so it's like I gotta keep, because sometimes you'll change, and so it's hard to get you right.
The neighbor answered. The neighborhood would desperately search for Sharon with no luck. A woman walking around a high school noticed something wrapped in green plastic bags. When she went over to get a closer look, she found Sharon, still alive. She was reunited with her parents and questioned by the police. My thoughts are also, this guy is like, he's just extremely down bad, though. I've never seen, like, this is a person that I've never seen a single human being so down bad at all. That you literally stalk a family for years, and then walk into their home, kidnap their kid, and then steal their family. Like, how bad do you want a kid, dude? Like, why don't you just go on Tinder at that time, or whatever is the equivalent to Tinder? Mm-hmm. Sharon was blindfolded the entire time, unable to describe what Mr. Cruel looked like. She said the man was gentle and kind, speaking softly. He made her a Vegemite sandwich, gave her lemonade to drink, and right before he released her, gave her a bath. He also clipped her fingernails and toenails, brushing her hair and teeth, which was most likely done to get rid of any DNA evidence left on her body. The Wills parents wouldn't leave their children's side at night anymore, and they all slept in the same room for months after this happened. This would be very hard on John as well. He would relive the night, thinking he could have done something to save his kid. The investigation would again go nowhere. However, Sharon told them that planes flew above her head. On July 3rd, 1990, Mr. Cruel would strike once more, targeting the Linus family. Parents, Brian and Rosemary, daughter Fiona, 15, and Nicola, 13. The parents specifically chose his neighborhood, filled with politicians, because it was so safe. Their parents were at a party and left their 2 kids home alone. Their kids were sleeping when they were awoken by Mr. Cruel holding a knife and a gun. He told Nicola to get out of her school uniform while he tied up Fiona. Whilst he was tying her up, he told her a message to remember and pass on to her parents. He told her her parents would have to pay him $25,000 in order to get Nicola back alive. I respect the hustle, but he dragged Nicola into Brian's car and drove away with her. The family was from Britain and were staying in Australia on business, going to leave in just a few short months. When the parents arrived home, they noticed their car was missing and the front door was ajar. When they made their way up the stairs, they saw Fiona tied up in her bed. She told her father Mr. Cruel's message. See, that's something that I thought too, is that would kind of damage you a little bit to not be picked. Like, if he just picked your sister instead of you. Okay, maybe that's a little bit strange, but
Yeah, I think I would have been pretty relieved.
yeah, but I've been like, why not me though? You know, like.
But like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have been like a little bit upset though.
I'm still trying to figure out how their front door turned into a jar.
Okay.
Ah!
All right.
Oh goodness.
All
I
right,
feel like so
I'm a little old.
However, Mr. Cruel left no information on how they were to give him that money. So he's kind of like fumbling the bag there. Mm-hmm. Me, like, this is what I was saying with Mr. Cruel, is that he just busted into a house with rich parents. Like, he could literally be a millionaire. He just likes little kids too much for some reason. I mean, same, but Nicola was missing for 50 hours and was abused for the majority of that period. She was spotted just a few miles away from her house. She was clothed and wrapped up in a blanket. He dropped her off and told her not to remove her blindfold until he had driven away. You promise you not going to remove it now. Don't look at me. Also, the last kid, though, Sharon said that he was polite and respectful. Mm-hmm. He gave her lemonade, but then he gave her a Vegemite sandwich. Now, if you've ever had Vegemite, it's absolutely disgusting. So...
Okay, check this out. This is what's crazy about Vegemite. You talking about Vegemite? I have heard of Vegemite before, right? But
Vegemite.
It's never been prominent. Like, I've never wondered what is Vegemite. I've just heard it in passing. Like, got Vegemite? Like, I didn't.
I think they like it real lot over there, huh?
Yeah, it's a big thing in Australia. So this is the thing, though. Just like 4 or 5 days ago, I heard it from Thor actor Chris Hemsworth. He was in an interview and he said it. they were talking about it, and I was like, "What is Vegemite? I want to look it up because like Australians love it, but
Yeah.
it seems like nobody else does." And so I never looked it up. Then 2 days after that, I was watching something else, and they talked about Vegemite. And here we are on this podcast, and you're talking about Vegemite again.
That's where you're gonna have to try
It's
some. You might like it.
apophenia.
Where is that the one where you hear a word for the first time, and then you start hearing it all the time?
Yeah. Where you
Yeah,
see
see-
patterns.
Yeah. See, but I know for sure that I have not heard the word Vegemite in years before these 3 incidents.
Yeah.
So we live in a simulation, is what my.
I think we do.
Because
Yeah.
of Vegemite.
That's just one reason. Okay,
But-
don't belittle me.
Yet again, I think if this guy was really a sweetheart, he would have like cooked her up like a fine snack for the fine snack.
But okay, well,
cheese sandwich, maybe even.
But Vegemite, I'm thinking that he kind of just whipped that up together with no care. I'm starting to think this guy's not so good a guy after all. I'm
yeah.
starting to think he's kind of a little bit.
I'm still holding on for hope. I'm still holding on.
Something
Maybe.
about him. He
Maybe-
seems like a nice guy. Like he does, like give them baths and stuff. Like that's above the typical pedophile. You're not gonna see somebody on a freaking How to Catch a Predator, giving them baths and stuff. Like that's not.
That's true. That's true. But that's true. That's
But he's also
Exactly.
raising
Australian.
DNA
I mean, it
too.
is to get
but-
rid of the DNA,
Yeah.
but
yeah. Oh, we're gonna get
That's
rid of
just-
this DNA, yeah?
I don't know why we have to have like.
Gotta clip your little fingernails and your toenails.
Well, you scratched me.
Clip your hair. What else can we clip?
Fine shines. All right. that just sounded like British old folksy. Nicola was missing for 50 hours and was abused for the majority of that period.
Oh wow.
She was spotted just a few. Yeah, they found her in a blanket. He dropped her off and told her not to remove her blindfold until he had driven away. She ran to a nearby house and was swiftly reunited with her parents.
Swiftly, not swiftly.
Yeah. Baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, now we got problems. And there's no reason we can't solve
Are
them.
we singing now?
Because you said swiftly and stuff. But
Oh.
she gave similar testimony to that of Sharon, saying the man had a soft-spoken voice and that she heard planes overhead. She, however, was able to get a peek at Mr. Cole's appearance through her blindfold. He had gingery brown hair.
I knew it. I knew
Let's
it.
see.
I knew it.
They
I
got,
knew it.
They got me. Goodness, they're putting me out.
You've been faking the bad Australian accent this whole time, haven't you?
Yeah. Good night, night. He's going straight on the baby.
Oh man.
I love him.
Oh, I love me some kangaroos.
We both have something in common. We both got pouches.
Oh man.
Got to put my wang dang back in the pouch after making love to my wife.
Tuck it
Now
in.
remember, your mom will probably watch this. Make it PG.
Just gotta tuck that right back into the pouch.
To be fair, it's the spirit of Uncle Mike. He's the one who
Oh, good point.
created this myth that pee-pees go into pouches. They
Yeah,
shrivel. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, myth. Right, yeah,
sure.
100%.
I guess some men are born with patches, with pee-pee patches or pouches. not
patches?
It must be nice. I mean,
There might
that'd be
be some people
convenient.
with patches too.
That'd be nice.
They both had their fingernails clipped with a bath and teeth brushing.
Wow, how
And
nice.
both described the mask as a black balaclava with white stitching around the eyes and mouth. So Loki, he does have drip though.
Yeah, the black and white is always a good look.
Like it actually, if you look up pictures of this dude, he has that drip on. So I mean, if you're gonna be a pedophile and molest kids, at least do it in style.
At least
That's
be the
what I
president
say.
of the United States. That's
Oh
what I'm saying.
goodness.
He's kind of got aura though. I mean, I hate to say.
I don't know if Joe Biden knew what he was doing though.
No, yeah, he didn't either, and the one current one too. So
I think
he definitely knew
Biden
what he
could
was
be
doing.
Mr. Cruel too, because he kind of
Yeah?
had his own thing for little kids too, he liked sniffing them.
That's
we know
true.
about-
That's true.
True.
Although I think Joe Biden left lots of DNA on kids though, all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You know, he left nose hairs and stuff.
And leg hairs.
Yeah, back when he was fighting Corn Pop and stuff. But
Right.
on April 13th, 1981,
Was that the bite of
Oh
87?
my God.
he would commit the most disturbing of his acts.
Oh, right before a disturbing act, you're like, let me play a sound clip.
He had picked out the Chin family, with the parents being John and Phyllis Chin. They owned 3 restaurants and various rental properties, which meant they worked ludicrous amounts of hours.
Like Luda, like that kind of ludicrous, or
Yeah, the guy from Baby.
Baby.
18 hours a day each. Their 13-year-old daughter, Carmen, was babysitting her two younger sisters, Karen and Carly.
Oh, that's cute. C's on all their names.
Yeah.
Oh,
I looked
neat.
it up, though. It was actually K's, but,
Oh.
it's just kind of made more sense.
Wait, and there's 3 of them?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Ugh.
But they're Asian, though, so they can't,
Yeah, but, I mean, they should know.
But there's not 3 anymore, so,
Oh, spoilers? Oh, this is real life. I'm so sorry.
Carmen went into the kitchen to make some food, and they stumbled upon Mr. Cruel in his mask, wielding a large knife. See, I don't know why he has to oral farm like that. Like, you could just straight away molest the children, kidnap them, but he has to oral farm standing in the kitchen with his iconic mask. Just like,
There's something wrong with you, isn't there?
Yeah, for real.
mental.
I'm Mr. Cruel, I'm here to molest you,
He's
what I'm
mental.
about.
And that's not his accent.
He's like Batman. Oh, yeah. I'm Mr. Cruel, mate. I'm here to... I'm Pip Pip Cheerio. I've come to kill you.
Close. Close.
That's more English.
That's where they came from initially, because it was a prison contract.
Yeah, it was.
Kill you. I'm Mr. Cruel.
Nope. It's just, you're getting closer, like, geographically, but...
He told Carmen he was only there for the money. I don't know why he keeps, like, just lying like that.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm only here for the money. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm actually here to molest your kids.
And out loud, he says, they're gonna believe me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're gonna believe me.
He likes to prank people, likes to debate people.
Yeah.
And asked her to lead him to where it was.
How do you do that when you're a kid? Okay, we'll go to the money jar.
Money is.
Show me where your parents keep their money.
Honestly, not the worst strat, though. I would try something different. I usually go for candy, but... He then grabbed her two sisters by the hair and stuffed them into the cupboard, which is just unnecessarily cruel, but whatever.
Yeah.
Pushing a bed in front to limit their ability to escape.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy's a true genius. The young girls were able to get free after a few short minutes,
Imagine.
only to see their big sister was taken. So he's just acting quick. He's like going for any percent run here or something like that. He spray painted the words, "More to come," which is pretty fitting for the crimes he commits, and "Payback" on their car. Once more, there was no evidence found at the scene, which led investigators to believe he was an ex-cop, as he knew how to cover his tracks. The 5-0 looked for anyone the Chens may have upset, but that seemed like a mere red herring to put in place by the clever Mr. Cruel.
Clever.
I mean, he's a sneaky fox. He's a clever little snake.
Sure. It's
Like snakes are evil.
slippery little snake.
Yeah. You never know. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hold it back. But after 72 hours had passed, her parents held a press conference where they begged for the safe return of their daughter. Unfortunately, this would never happen. Months and months would go by with no word about their daughter. Nearly a year later, in April, a man was walking his dog when he stumbled upon something strange on the ground. It was Carmen's body that had been shot. The police figured she was able to discover the identity of Mr. Cruel, so he shot her. Her skull had 3 bullet holes in the back of her head, and the body had been rotting there for 12 months.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
The heck? This is just ain't like him. This isn't something that I didn't think he could do something so awful.
Yeah.
Mr. Cruel would commit no further crimes.
Hope not.
See, and that's where I'm like, is this like Dexter in real life or something? Like, did he have like a code, like no killing children? And then whenever he actually killed someone, he was like, I gotta hang up the suit. Maybe like the baklava, the black baklava with the eye holes and the mouth
Balaclava.
holes. Yeah, baklava.
Balaclava.
There
you go.
Maybe the black vodka. Maybe the mask like stares at him like the Green Goblin mask to
Oh,
Norman
yeah.
Osborn. It like calls out to him. He's like, "Oh man, that was my primes back when I molested all those kids." I was
Yeah.
like, "There's no one better than him at it." I will say he is the best child molester on the.
Oh my gosh, Luke, stop.
Mr. Cruel would commit.
Oh, it's a kid.
But it would be speculated. I think he turned it around too. I think he probably has like a hot dog stand or something.
He never got caught, really? Like, they should have gave him the death penalty.
I think he turned it around. I think he did it because he felt bad about it.
Oh,
That
gosh.
12 other crimes were linked to him during the 80s. A popular theory is that he was a school teacher and that all the crimes occurred during school breaks. Some people thought the Golden State Killer was the one who did this, as they had similar MOs. However, when he was questioned about this, they quickly ruled that theory out. The case has haunted investigators for 30 years. He is believed to have taped his assaults on the victims and distributed the tapes. The police have raided 30,000 homes and interviewed 27,000 suspects in the case.
Oh my god.
Man,
There is still a $300,000 reward leading to the arrest and capture of Mr. Cruel.
I could use that extra cash.
The case
Let's
is
get
still
him.
ongoing, and he remains. Maybe if we could not joke about this, this is kind of a serious topic.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
okay. He edits the whole thing, so it's just me.
The case is still ongoing, and he remains one of Australia's most wanted criminals.
Well, it's okay if he does that because I have the originals.
Okay, good.
In fact, why did I actually see a baklava mask like in your closet there?
That's a bathroom.
Yeah, I know, but it's not about that one.
Kind of blows that theory.
Why did I see that though, with the eye holes and the mouth hole?
Yeah, but it doesn't have the white stitching.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pink.
All right.
And it's my furry. It's what I put on before I put on my furry mask.
All right, Hello Kitty. That is really creepy. I like it.
Do you like this?
Yeah.
I'd like it in another context, absolutely. For the other thing we're going to shoot after this.
Now I know how all those pussies felt when they were saying they couldn't put on a mask for COVID.
Oh, you wore a mask? Oh, that's right. You're liberal. I forgot.
Yeah, I was just trying to do better for the community. My bad.
The black community.
It didn't work,
Me
though.
too.
You're right. They didn't, but I was still trying.
But I knew it didn't work
Mm.
from the beginning because I'm a genius.
If you don't wear a mask,